Hi everyone, welcome to our last teaching lecture in this year. It's lecture 2 in semester 4. In this lecture, we're going to cover a comprehension skill and writing based on this comprehension skill. So at the end of the lecture, you will be able to distinguish between a cause and an effect, and you will be able to produce a cause-effect paragraph. Causes and effects. What do we mean by causes and what do we mean by effects? Let's see. A cause and effect. Nothing happens without reason or without some kind of consequence. So anything that happens in life has reason and will have an effect or will have a consequence at the end. When you explain why things happen and what occurs when they do, the technique you use is called cause and effect. So, for example, an action happened now. If I ask you why did it happen, and what happened after it, which I mean, what was the effect, what was the result, then I'm talking about the relationship or a technique called cause and effect. Okay, so whenever anything happens, when you ask yourself why and what happens at the end, you are using the technique called cause and effect. What is a cause? A cause is why something happened. So when you ask yourself why did this action happen, or why you did this thing, then you are asking about the cause. So when you ask why, you're asking about the cause, or what we call reason. The reason. So when you ask why, you ask for a reason, then you are asking for the cause. But the effect is the result of what happened. Or in other words, you ask yourself, what happened at the end? What was the consequence? What was the result? Then you are asking about the effect. Again, I repeat, when you ask yourself, why did this thing or why did this action happen? Then you are asking about the reason, you are asking about the cause. And when you ask yourself, what was the result or what was the consequence? Then you are asking about the effect. Because effects always have causes and causes always have effects, we rarely see one without the other. So whenever you have a cause, then there should be an effect. Or whenever you or someone tells you an effect, then there should be a reason behind it or a reason that caused it to happen. The cause is the first thing that happens. So when we are talking about causes and effects, the first action that happens is the cause, while the second thing that happens, okay, is the effect. So the cause is the first thing that happens, and it makes the second thing happen, which is the effect. So again, I repeat, the cause is the first thing that happens, the effect is the second thing that happens. Example, I was absent from school because I had flu. Okay, so let's ask ourselves here, what is the cause? What is the effect? Or what's the reason? What's the result? Or what happened first? What happened second? Okay, so first for sure I got the flu. So what happened first is I had a flu. So this is the reason I considered the cause. But what happened after it? I was absent from school, which is the second thing that happened. The result, which is called the effect. So here, from this example, we can deduce that the cause is I had a flu, and the effect I was absent from school. Mhm. The cause answers the question why. Again, we repeat, the cause answers the question why. Why did this thing happen? So we ask about the cause with by why or using why. Now let's see some clue words for the causes. For sure, I will find some clue words that show me that this is the reason, this is the cause. What are some of these clue words? Let's see. These expressions indicate the cause, such as because, since, one cause for, due to, one reason why, the main reason. So when you see these expressions, be on the lookout for a cause after it. Because, since, one cause for, due to, one reason why, the main reason. So the police arrested the man because he stole the safe. Why? Why did they arrest the man? Because he stole the safe, or since he stole the safe due to the theft that he did yesterday, for example. The effect, again, we repeat, the effect is the second thing that happens. The effect answers the questions. The effect answers the questions. What happened, or what was the result? You can ask yourself, what happened after it, or what was the result? Then you are asking about the effect. Example, James was going too fast and fell off his bike. He was going too fast and fell off his bike. So let's ask ourselves, what happened first? What was the cause? He was going too fast. So what was the result? What happened? He fell off his bike. He fell off his bike. Clue words for effect. What are some of the clue words used for the effects? Clue words for the effects. Let's see. Okay. As a result of, if, consequently, therefore, so, the main result, the effect of. The policeman will arrest them. The policeman will arrest the man if he steals the safe, for example. He stole the safe. As a result, the police arrested him. Or, this man is a thief. Consequently, the policeman will arrest him. So these are time expressions used for the effect. We repeat, what is a cause? It is what makes something happen. It is the reason. Okay, we repeat, the cause, it is what makes something happen. It is the reason. Example, the floor was wet. What is an effect? It is what happens second. What happens second? The result. Example, so I slipped and fell. The floor was wet, so I slipped and fell. So the cause, the reason, the floor was wet. The effect, what happens next? I slipped and fell. Two things have to happen in a cause and effect sentence. So any cause effect sentence or cause effect paragraph, we must find lots of things that happen and they cause other things to happen. In a sentence, for sure, if I have a cause, there should be an effect. A cause is what makes something happen, an effect is what happens as a result of the cause. Let's look at the pictures below and guess the cause and the effect. What is the cause here? What do you think? We have a needle, we have a balloon. So I might blow the balloon. So the cause is what here? The needle. And what will be the effect if the needle touches the balloon? The balloon will pop. So the cause here is the needle, and the balloon will pop is the effect. So the needle will cause the balloon to pop. Look at the pictures below, match the cause with the effect. Let's see. Let's match the cause with the effect. We have a switch button. We have a sun. Okay, these are the causes. In the effects, we have melting snowman and we have a light bulb. So, which cause uh, is related to the melting snowman effect? The button or the sun? For sure, the sun. Because of the heat of the sun, it will cause the snowman to melt. So, consequently, the button or the switch will cause the light bulb to light up. So, the cause is the switch. When you turn it on, the light bulb will light up. This is the effect. And the sun, when the temperature is high, the snowman will melt. This is the effect for the sun. Remember these tips. The cause happens first. Ask yourself what had to happen first. The effect happens second. Ask yourself what happened last, or what happened second, or what happened after that. Also, C before E in the alphabet letters. So always the cause before the effect. Pay attention. We mean before the effect. We mean what happened before. Not. It's not necessary to be written before the effect. No, it should happen before the effect. So the cause happens before the effect. The cause happens first, and the effect happens second. Look for clue words. Always look for clue words to help you. Because, since, so, on account of, due to the fact. So certain words join causes and effect sentences. Okay, so we have in every cause effect sentence, we might have a certain word. Let's have this example. I bought Dan a present because it was his birthday. We have to figure out the cause, the effect, and we have to figure out the word that joins the cause and effect. What's the cause here? What happens first? It's his birthday. So it was Dan's birthday. What's the effect? The effect, I bought Dan a present, for sure. And what's the word that joined the cause and effect here? Because. Another another example. What other words help to join cause and effect sentences? The ice cream was melting as a result of the hot sun. So what's the cause here? The hot weather, not the hot sun, sorry, the hot weather. What's the effect? The ice cream was melting. And what is the joining clue word here? As a result of. Notice something that here they wrote the cause at the end of the sentence. It's okay, but it happens first. Which words join the cause and effect parts of a sentence? Here we have just to figure out the joining words or the linking words. I told Ellen to come home because it was time for dinner. Because. The school was closed yesterday on account of the snowy weather. On account of. Sarah could not go to the party due to the fact that she was sick. Due to the fact. I saved $10 as the result of putting $1 in my bank every week. As the result of. So these are some of the linking words that join causes and effects together in sentences. Okay, so now we're done, sorry, from the skill. It's time to integrate it in writing. We have to write a cause effect paragraph. How? We'll see. What is a cause effect paragraph first? Please, guys, pay attention to this definition because it's very important. The cause effect paragraph is another type of expository paragraph. This is the most important point to know about cause and effects paragraph is that it's an expository. It tells information, it gives information. It's not a story. It doesn't describe anything. Okay? So I'm just telling causes and effects of a certain topic. A cause and effect paragraph looks at the reasons or causes for something, then discusses the results or effects. So I give you a topic, you study the reasons, then you tell me the effects. For this reason, cause and effect paragraphs are sometimes referred to as a reason and result paragraphs. So most of the time they say that when we have a cause effect paragraph, we must find reasons and results in this paragraph. So we call it also a reason and result paragraph. Cause effect paragraph. First of all, it's better to use a chart to organize your ideas before you start developing your paragraph. So whenever you want to write a cause-effect paragraph, use a chart or what we call it organizer. What do I put in the organizer? I have to put the causes and the effects that I will develop in my paragraph. I put them as phrases here. Okay, please, again, I repeat, we put in the organizer phrases or fragments. Okay, I mentioned just the idea of the cause and the idea of the effect. Then I develop them in a paragraph later. What should the topic sentence introduce in this paragraph? In the cause effect paragraph, I mean. It identifies the topic and the intention to show reasons and their corresponding results behind a certain subject. So the teacher gives me a prompt, a topic, and I have to discuss this topic, its reasons and results, its causes and effects. So in my topic sentence, I have to mention or identify my topic and show my intention to show the causes and effects. We'll see in the example at the end. Sentences. It's obvious. What should I write in the supporting sentences since it's a cause and effect paragraph? I should mention the causes and effects. The supporting sentences must contain the causes and effects. Each cause is followed immediately by the effect, or other way is to mention several causes, then you mention the effects. So you have two ways to write the supporting sentences. Either you mention every cause and its corresponding effect after it immediately, or you mention all of the causes, then you mention all of the effects. Don't forget to use transitional signals to link sentences together. These transitional signals are very important. The concluding sentence, what must I mention in the concluding sentence? As you know that the concluding sentence ends with paragraph, so we have to end it with a concluding sentence that restates the topic sentence using different words. This is the simplest way to write a concluding sentence, restate the topic sentence with different words. Over some useful transitional signals to introduce the causes and effects. They are similar to the joining words. They are even the same to the joining words that we explained at the beginning of the video. To mention the causes, you can use the first cause of, the next reason is, because of, as a result of, as a consequence of, because, since, as. To mention the effects, the first effect of, another result of, as a result, as a consequence, consequently, therefore, thus, hence. So you have plenty of linking words or transitional signals. Now it's time to have an example paragraph of a cause effect paragraph. I'm going to talk about the causes and effects of bullying. So my title will be Bullying, Causes and Effects. Simply. This is the simplest title I could ever write. Let's start with the topic sentence. Bullying, which happens due to several reasons and results in serious effects. So you see, guys, I showed my intention that I will mention reasons and results, causes and effects, is a serious problem in schools today. So I identified bullying, which is a serious problem in schools today, and I showed my intention to mention the causes and effects. Now I will start with the causes. Most children become bullies due to, not something, due to. This shows me that I'm going to mention a cause. Due to stress or stressful situations they are forced to deal with. This is the first cause. Bullying normally begins by stuff they see at home, such as their parents fighting. Maybe the bully was bullied by someone else earlier in their life. So here I'm giving just more explanation about what we mean by stress or stressful situations they are forced to deal with. I'm giving examples that they might be bullied at home or bullied by other people in life. Bullying can sometimes come from a lack of academic performance. Okay, can come from, sometimes come from. So this shows me that I'm going to mention a second reason for bullying. Come from a lack of academic performance, which will mean that the person or the bully is not performing well in school, is not getting high grades. I have noticed that most bullies aren't the kids who make good grades. You see, they aren't the kids that make good grades, but the ones who do struggle with them. They struggle with them, with the academic performance. They get frustrated that they can't make as good grades as some people in their classes, which then builds up anger. So since it builds up anger, it will cause them to be bullies. So this is another cause. If a bully is jealous of someone, here I'm just giving more details and more causes for bullying. If a bully is jealous of someone, they more than likely are going to bully them out of a spot. Okay, so sometimes also if they are jealous of someone else, they will bully him or her. The physical effects. Now this word shows me that I'm going to start with the effects of bullying. Okay, and especially I'm going to start with the physical effects. The physical effects of bullying can be obvious and immediate, such as being injured from a physical attack. So when the bully bullies someone else, he would hit him or her. So the physical effects will be obvious. However, the ongoing stress and the trauma of being bullied can also lead to physical problems over time. Bullying can have a negative impact, to see negative impact, to mean negative effect on how well children and adolescents do in school. It has a negative impact on both grades and test scores. So you see, it shows me that it has a negative effect on grades and tests. In conclusion, this shows me that I'm going to end my paragraph. It's such a shame that young kids these days are being bullied, and more attention needs to be brought to the situation so no one gets bullied anymore. Okay, guys, thank you for listening. Please watch the lecture video. Well, then try to solve the worksheet by yourself. Bye bye.